Good morning everybody, welcome to today's maths lesson. We're going to be continuing multiplying fractions by integers today. Today we're going to be having a look at multiplying non-unit fractions. Make sure you've got everything ready and soon we're going to begin the countdown challenge. So just remind yourself quickly, what is an integer? From my whiteboard here, which of these numbers are integers? I'd like you to just pause the video and see if you can write them down. Excellent, so the integers are the whole numbers, not the fractions. So here we have an integer, 5, we've got 6, we've got 25, 7, 101 is an integer, 10 is an integer, and 84 is an integer. Fantastic. And thinking about our learning yesterday, what is a unit fraction? Can you spot the unit fractions on the whiteboard and write them down? Super, hopefully you remembered that unit fractions are fractions with 1 as the numerator. So on the whiteboard here we have 1/8 is a unit fraction. I'll just do them with a wiggly line actually so we can remember they're a bit different. 1/3 is a unit fraction. 1/10 is a unit fraction. So we have two fractions here that are not unit fractions because they have a 2 as the numerator and a 6 as the numerator. We would call these non-unit fractions. They do not have 1 as the numerator. These are going to be really useful in today's maths lesson. So we could define non-unit fractions as fractions that have 2 or more as the numerator. So I'd like you to quickly write down a few examples. And I'm just going to write down a few as well. So I might say 3/20. The 3 gives me the indication it's not a unit fraction, it's a non-unit fraction. 5/9. Again, we've got 5 as the numerator. We could even have something like 75/100 is a non-unit fraction because the numerator is larger than 1. So let's look at an example here then. So we know that integers are whole numbers. Non-unit fractions are fractions where the numerator is greater than 1. So here we have an example, 2/3 times 3. Remember that this could also be written as 3 multiplied by 2/3. They mean exactly the same thing. So I know that I need to have 2/3 this time, not 1/3. So I'm going to show this on a bar model. My bar models are split into thirds. So I want 2/3. But I want 3 lots of those. So that looks a little bit like 2/3 add 2/3 add 2/3, which we could work out just by adding the numerators as the denominators are the same. On my bar model, I've got 2/3 add, I'm just going to colour these in slightly differently so we know that they're a different 2/3. 2/3, that's that one, and 2 more thirds. So the answer is 6/3. I'm going to rub that off so I can pop it down, equals 6/3. And we can see from the bar models that is also the same as 2 wholes. So on the second page, we may be asked to have a look at a number line to help us. It's just a different visual strategy. You may or may not like it, but we'll just go through it quickly now. So here's an example, 4 times 2/5, or 2/5 times 4. Doesn't really matter which way around they are, remember? Okay, so 2/5, I need 4 lots of them, which also looks like this as repeated addition. 2/5, add 2/5, add 2/5, add 2/5. Some people may think, oh, I know how to work it out just from looking at that. That's absolutely fine, but the number line is just another method. Okay, so just to prove that you are right. So 2/5, my line is split into fifths. Between each hole, there are 5 parts. So 2/5 would be there from 0 onto 2 of those. I need to do 4 of those jumps. So that's 1, 2, make sure there's 2/5 between each one, 3, 4. And then my answer is 1 whole and 1, 2, 3/5. Or we might also write 8/5. So I think the number line is really good for spotting the answer as a mixed number, because obviously you've got your wholes as well as your fractions there. So it's just another method. You may not prefer that method. You may be able to do it without that. That's absolutely fine. It's whichever method works best for you. But it is still important to have a go at as many questions as you can. Good luck. Well done, everybody. Absolutely fantastic work once again today. I hope you have managed to do okay, and please make sure you've got a different coloured pen or pencil now, or a different coloured pen or pencil on Seesaw, and I'd like you to have a look at the answers and mark your work.